believe in the power of prevention. We believe that if you believe in living a healthy lifestyle, prevention can be your most powerful tool.
We persist through trials of temptation and peer pressure. Adversity makes us who we are.
Prevention is our passion. We're here to make an impact.
What we focus on grows, and there is strength in numbers. By being the majority today and every day, we are focusing on good choices and positive habits to create a better future. We are the majority.
Welcome to the 10th annual We Are the Majority Rally. This year, our theme is Mindset Matters. So throughout the rally, we are going to be talking about coping mechanisms, growth and fixed mindsets, along with making health-positive choices. Even though this year's rally is virtual again due to COVID-19, we still have so many fun and unique activities, videos, and celebrity speakers.
Thanks, Dina, and hello, everyone. Welcome to the 10th annual We Are the Majority Rally. I'm your host for this evening, Jade Eilers. I'm a third-year member of the Ohio Youth-Led Prevention Network Youth Council and Miss Dayton Teen USA 2021. The Youth Council plans the rally along with staff at Prevention Action Alliance, and tonight I'm joined by the Executive Director of PAA, Fran Gerbig. Hey, Fran.
Hi, Jade. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, wow, this is so exciting.
I know.
Hello, everyone. Prevention Action Alliance is a statewide prevention organization that supports drug misuse prevention and mental health promotion by working with youth-led groups, grassroots coalitions, and other partners across the state of Ohio. Like Jade said, we've been organizing and hosting the We Are the Majority Rally for 10 years, thanks to funding from the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services and participants like you. So thank you for celebrating the 10th anniversary of this event with us tonight. The rally began as a way for young people to demonstrate their commitment to living healthy lifestyles free of drug and alcohol misuse. Youth organizers wanted to show adults and other young people that the stereotypes depicting teen drug use as normal were not only harmful, but untrue. Since 2011, thousands of young people have been participating in the We Are the Majority Rally, learning that it's normal for youth to avoid drinking, smoking, or using other drugs, and they're not alone in choosing to prioritize their health. The rally shares messages of hope, inspiration, and solidarity with young people across our state, and those involved positively impact current youth culture. Now, after 10 years, some of the first young people to stand up and say they are part of the majority are carrying that message into adulthood. It's an incredible legacy for sure.
While we were hoping to be in person for the rally this year, the pandemic has made another virtual rally the safest option. While we can't march and stand beside each other, we can still celebrate the fact that we are the majority and make sure everyone else around us knows it. Tonight's theme is Mindset Matters. The OYLPN Youth Council is committed to promoting mental health wellness and preventing the use of drugs and alcohol with our peers. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many teens have lost their ability to rely on their friends for communication and emotional support. It's become more important than ever before to have and use healthy coping skills. Throughout the rally tonight, we will have messages from some exciting and familiar faces who all also believe in the importance of a healthy growth mindset and positive coping skills. Be sure to send us questions and engage with us tonight on social media using hashtag WATM21. So let's get to the fun stuff.
So.
You may recognize our first guest from his roles on Broadway, on the Disney Channel, or from the TikTok musical version of Ratatouille. Here's Mr. Kevin Chamberlain.
Hey there, Kevin Chamberlain here. I wanted to send a message to all the youth out there and tell them basically that you're not alone. When I was your age, I had a couple of years where I really felt alone. I was a really chubby, obese kid, bullied from as long as I could remember. And it really ate away at my confidence and my self-esteem. And I started going down the rabbit hole, drugs and alcohol. And I was so afraid to ask for help or talk to anybody because I was so ashamed. And fortunately, I had a teacher who I'll name Linda. Linda reached out to me, and she saw something in me, and she said that I was a very special human being, and that I was destined for great things, and to dream big. And it really started me thinking about self-esteem and boosting my morale and my confidence. And she taught me that experiencing life in real time is much more interesting and fulfilling than going into my room and hiding and doing drugs. Life it moves by so fast, and if you escape it, then by using drugs and alcohol, it's like, what's the point? Life is really so much more exciting when you live it to moment in a very authentic and present way. I realized I also had this superpower, and that superpower was self-esteem. It defeats those self-defeating voices, and it slays those vampires in my head. Those vampires that are drugs and alcohol, or people. There were some people who were vampires in my life, and I slayed those vampires. I said to myself, I'm proud of who I am. I'm not going to let those people bully me. I'm going to experience my life to its fullest, and I'm not going to let the vampires suck the life out of me. And all I can say is your mindset matters. Your mindset matters. You have to balance being tough-skinned and being able to take the criticism and the bullying and everything that life throws at you. You have to balance that with being kind to yourself and being kind to others. But mostly being kind to yourself. Say to yourself, it's okay to not be okay. I know it's hard, but just say it to yourself. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to feel alone, but you don't have to feel alone. There's so much help out there. There really is. And before you know it, things are going to get better. It gets better. Just know that you're not alone.
What an awesome message. Thank you, Mr. Chamberlain. My fellow Youth Council member, Luke Watson, had the opportunity to speak with Director Lori Chris from the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services. Let's see what she has to say.
Hi, my name is Luke Watson. I'm one of the Youth Council members here at OYLPN. During this next segment, we're going to be talking about mental health and how drugs and alcohol play a factor in your mental health. During this pandemic, mental health has been one of the big issues teens are facing. A new recent poll shows that 46% of parents say that their teens have shown new or worsening signs of mental health conditions since the onset of the pandemic in March of 2020. We want to let you know right now, if you are struggling with mental health or know someone who's going through suicidal thoughts, that you're not alone and there are resources out there for you. You can use the crisis text line of National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Many of you are probably wondering how the pandemic affects our mental health and how drugs and alcohol can impact our brain. So I get the honor to talk to the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, Director Lori Chris. Director Chris, thank you for being here.
Thanks so much, Luke. It's great to be here with you for the rally today.
So Director Chris, can you first tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
So I'm the director of the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, and we provide a lot of services and support to Ohioans like yourself and the Prevention Network to make sure that communities have prevention, harm reduction, treatment, and recovery services.
So what made you want to go into being the Director of Mental Health and Addiction Services?
I was really impressed and looking forward to working with Governor DeWine and his administration on his Recovery Ohio initiative. He really believes that kids and families are the heart and soul of Ohio, and that every family deserves the opportunity to have an environment that prevents mental health and addiction issues and also supports them in a compassionate way if they're in recovery.
So how is your job rewarding?
Well, I get to meet a lot of wonderful people who are dedicated to mental health promotion and prevention of substance use, and also supporting good programs and services throughout the state. And I think that's probably my favorite part.
So turning to mental health, can you first tell us what is mental health to you? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, for me personally, I've always thought of mental health as finding that balance between my physical health and wellness and my emotional health, but also my social relationships with family and friends and the community around me, and my spiritual health as well, and the time to have some quietness in my life.
So we know the pandemic has affected our mental health, but how do drugs and alcohol affect our brain and our mental health?
Drugs and alcohol have a negative effect on a developing brain, and that's why it's dangerous and unhealthy for a young person to use alcohol or other substances, including nicotine and smoking and vaping. In terms of mental health, a lot of people will use a substance like alcohol or nicotine or marijuana to manage their symptoms and to feel better, kind of to self-medicate, but it really ends up being something that over time can damage their mental health even further.
So when we're looking at mental health, what are you looking for when you see someone and if they're struggling with mental health?
Yeah, so someone that's struggling with mental health, if you know them well, you'll notice they seem a little out of balance. Maybe they're withdrawing and they're not as friendly as normal, or they're sleeping too much or too little, or they're eating too much or too little. Anything that seems more extreme. Maybe mood swings too. They're more irritable or angry or have outbursts, or really taking some unhealthy risks that is abnormal for them.
So the theme of this year is the mindset matters and coping skills. So what are some good coping skills for mental health that contribute to mental health?
Yeah, there's things that are really simple for us to do each day, making sure we get plenty of rest at night, making sure that we eat healthy foods and don't overeat or undereat, also staying hydrated, drinking water, staying connected to friends and family, and especially those friends and family that support our choices and our healthy choices. That's really important too.
And then my last question for you is, what are resources and tools out there for teens struggling with mental health or even drugs and alcohol addiction? What can they do to get themselves help?
Yeah, absolutely. If a young person is feeling like they need to talk to someone about their own challenges, or even to get advice about how to help support a friend, there's lots of different resources that are available. We have a campaign called Be Present, and that's one that can be accessed by any teen. Just go online and search Be Present. We also have the crisis text line, which you mentioned at the beginning, texting the number 4 and the word HOPE to 741-741, and you can immediately have a chat with someone who can answer questions, or calling the Ohio Care Line, which is 1-800-720-9616. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's free and confidential, and a person answers the other end and will talk to you about whatever it is you want to talk about, give some advice, connect you to resources too.
I want to say thank you to Director Chris for being here and talking to us about mental health and how to get help if you're struggling. Thank you, Director Chris.
Absolutely. Luke, this is a wonderful event. I'm so grateful for the youth-led network in Ohio and for your leadership with it. So congrats on a good event.
Thank you.
Thank you, Director Chris, for joining Luke on a beautiful day, sharing your insights, and helping us celebrate our 10th rally anniversary. It's clear that issues like mental health and positive mindsets affect everyone, no matter your age, gender, race, religion, or even celebrity status. Our next guest can give you an example of what I mean.
What's up? We are the majority. It's Milo here, aka Zed, your favorite zombie, and I'm making this video for you guys. Well, mostly because I just wanted to say I love your organization and I think everything you do is amazing. It's been a crazy year this year, as we all know. And I was talking to my therapist, which, by the way, everybody should have a therapist if we can get access to one. So that's my first thing I wanted to say. But second of all, I was talking to my therapist and I was like, I just don't know why I feel so weird. I feel so weird right now. My life isn't bad. I'm grateful for all that I have, but I just feel, down. And she's like, well, Milo, it's been a weird year. Things have been completely out of the ordinary. So it'd be weird if you felt normal, because your entire surroundings have changed. So what she told me, and this is what I'm going to relay to you guys, is life is but a moment. Once the day is over, you're on to the next day. And no matter how bad or good one day is, you get a fresh start the next day. And, it's all about your perspective and how you look at things. Like you guys say, mindset matters, okay? That's very important. And I also just wanted to remind you guys that it's okay not to be okay. We all have our off days. I know I have my off days a lot more often than usual now, but I just wanted to say that we're gonna get through it together. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, always. And I wanted to say that I love you guys so much, and I really hope to meet you someday, because you seem awesome. Mwah! Peace. We are the majority. Bye.
Wow, thanks, Milo. It has indeed been a weird year, and kids from all across Ohio are using different positive coping mechanisms to deal with their stress and anxiety. We're all working hard to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Let's see what some of those healthy coping mechanisms are.
Hey everyone, my name is Jade and my healthy coping mechanism is theater. I've done it for 10 years and it's incredible.
One way I keep a healthy mindset during this pandemic is by turning to music. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mom. Happy birthday to you.
I write literally everything in my life. If I'm stressed, I write. If I'm happy, I write. If I'm depressed, I write.
My healthy coping mechanism is coloring.
When I'm stressed out, I play video games.
To help cope with stress for me is to watch comedy and squeeze stress balls, and we are the majority!
There are so many different positive and healthy coping mechanisms out there. What's one that you use? Let us know on social media, and don't forget to use hashtag WATM21 or hashtag Mindset Matters. My favorite coping mechanism was in the video, theater. Fran, what's your go-to coping mechanism?
Well, that video was really great. My go-to ways to cope are taking walks and talking with my safe person, and sometimes doing both of those at the same time. And of course, a nice piece of dark chocolate every once in a while always lifts my spirits and makes me feel better.
Those are great ones. Who doesn't love a good piece of chocolate? I know I am partial to Reese's. Now, we have a very special guest from interior designer and TV host extraordinaire, Bobby Burke.
Hey, I'm Bobby Burke. I'm an interior designer and a TV host, but you probably know me best from Netflix Emmy-winning show Queer Eye. I wanted to take a few minutes and commend you for all the incredible work that you do to continue the conversation around mental health and having the right mindset to make the best decision for your lives and those that are around you. I'm someone who struggled with their own mental health and now as an adult more fully understand how important the conversation is around it, and I am passionate about fostering the continued conversation around mental health awareness and sharing ways that I have personally overcome my mental obstacles. The feelings that we have every single day impact every decision we make, and those decisions dictate the way that we live our lives. It's so important for us to be honest with ourselves and with others and help lift and build each other up so that we can make the best decisions and not turn things into things that could harm us rather than help our lives. We all know that 2020 was a year no one expected. The world has turned upside down and every day was filled with new feelings, emotions, and our spirits were tested. While 2021 is looking up and we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, I'm sure, much like me, you've seen some hard days over the past year as well. I want you to know that you're not alone. Never forget that, remember it. You can put it somewhere, anywhere, be a bathroom mirror, in your car, on a notebook, anywhere, but please remember, you're not alone. In order to remove the stigma attached to mental health issues and drug dependency, we need to be our most authentic selves and share how we feel with ones we trust, including ourselves. While design is my forte, I'm a big proponent for creating a space with a quieter mind. This doesn't mean expensive design and decor, rather a space you can find comfort and solitude, where you start and end your day. Being an interior designer means creating beautiful spaces, but at the core of every project I design, I ensure that it's sensible, yet beautiful and functional, yet calming. The impact of waking up in a space you feel good about can and will kickstart your day, and that mood and positive mindset transcends through your work, your relationships, and every interaction you have. You're the creator of your own day. Make a commitment to yourself to create a space that puts your mind and body to rest, and always try to do the same for others around you. We all need a friend, we all need some love, and we all need that support. So please know that I support you and I'm in your corner. I support mental health and drug prevention, and no, you're not alone. Love you.
Thank you so much, Bobby. What an inspiring message to all of us watching today. Falling in line with Bobby's message, the Youth Council wanted to show you just how important it is to give your brain healthy options to deal with stress. We worked with Sean Howard, an intern at Prevention Action Alliance, to make this video.
Hi, Sam. You're here late. What are you working on?
It's stressful at my house right now. My parents are fighting again and I don't want to go home.
It's awful late, Sam. The library will close soon. I don't want you to be upset, though. Why don't you go for a walk or a run?
A run? What's that going to do? I want to feel better, but I don't think going on a run will fix anything. I don't think I can keep up with juggling school and my parents' fights anymore. I just wish there was a magic pill to make it all go away.
Sam, what's this about this magic pill?
I was telling Luna that I wish there was a magic pill to make it all go away.
And I suggested that going on a run or a walk would work much better than a magic pill, but Sam doesn't think so.
That's right, Luna. Can I borrow that notebook for a second, Sam?
This is your basal ganglia, and it's responsible for helping control your emotions after facing a stressful situation. Your basal ganglia needs nourishment. If you were to react to a bad situation with a magic pill, here is what would happen. But when you nourish it with active coping skills like running.
Wow, that looks much better than using a magic pill. But I don't enjoy running, so I don't think that would help.
Well, do you enjoy baking?
Maybe, sometimes I guess.
Let me show you what happens when you engage in an activity like baking. This is your amygdala, which is in control of your memory, fear, and stress. And again, how you respond to a situation matters a lot. Here is what can happen if you ignore the bad situation. And here is what happens when you engage in activity like baking or cooking.
Wow, that's really neat, but I'm still not sure I like baking.
Well, you were drawing when I got here. You like drawing, don't you?
Totally, that's an effective coping skill as well.
Sure, Sam, let me show you one. This is your prefrontal cortex. It helps you control behavior and reasoning. Sam, your prefrontal cortex is very busy making important decisions. If you are too stressed out, it can lead to bad decisions or even more stress. When you draw, you release stress, which is good for decision making. Decisions help you get through every day. When you're feeling happy or feeling now anxious or stressed, for example, you can decide to engage in better behaviors than supposed magic pill, which would not be good for you.
Wow, that's really cool. Thank you for showing me.
Sure thing. Sam, actually, have you heard of the school's advanced art program? I think you're very, very talented and might enjoy it.
and it could help you feel less stressed.
Which is good for your brain. I know you're still upset, Sam, but now you have some idea to help you feel better. Want me to walk you home?
I still don't really want to go home, but my colored pencils are there, so I guess I probably should.
That's right, Sam. I'll see you guys in class tomorrow.
Wasn't that great? Thanks for all your awesome animation work on that video, Sean. Now's also the perfect time to mention and thank our youth planning team. Abigail, Dina, and Luke took the lead on planning today's rally. They put a lot of time and effort into the videos, clips, and messaging for this year's We Are the Majority rally, and they did a fantastic job. Thanks, guys. If you could gaze into the future, you would be as excited for our next guest as I am. Let's get right to it.
Hi there to We Are the Majority, also known as WATM. This is Annalisa Vanderpool. Although some of you might know me, I hope, fingers crossed, from That's So Raven and Raven's Home on the Disney Channel. I play Chelsea. I am an actress and I am a human being who supports this organization that is doing so much to help youth. And I know this organization, WATM, promotes mental health, which I am all about, and that you aim to prevent youth drug alcohol use, and you want to encourage, of course, the youth, you guys, and show them that you're not alone, because you're not. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be okay. Ain't it true? Ain't it true? And it's also okay to know that it's important to have healthy coping mechanisms in order to help that not being okay, and that support is available. I know that your theme right now is Mindset Matters, and gosh, listen, your mindset matters whether you're feeling in tip-top shape or not, right? It's what we put out there, whether you believe in manifestation or any of that. I really do. What you put out there is often what you get back, and it's important to get your mind right, especially during this time of COVID. So listen, I just wanted to talk to you for a bit. Again, I said I'm an actress, and with that comes a lot of pros, but a lot of cons. And a lot of that con can be rejection, being constantly rejected. And also living a life of stardom and fame when you're young means you get a lot of things when you're young. A lot of things that maybe other young people don't get, and you sort of get maybe a warped mind. I have had my own struggles. I grew up on the Disney Channel, and while I thought that was going to last, it didn't. And when I had to go back to normal life seemed a little less normal and, dare I say, depressing. I've struggled with substance abuse and many different abuses, and have gotten my own treatment. I really believe in AA, I really believe in NA, I really believe in all of the programs. I, of course, believe in therapy or anything that you believe will help you, anything that you want to try, whether it's turning to your church or to a sister or to a new faith that maybe you've never heard of. I think the point is, though, to turn to someone, because it really is okay not to be okay. I can't tell you how many people that I know in this business, really, and outside of the business, that's struggling. Some people talk about it openly, some people don't, and that's really up to you. But it is important to get help, because you'd be just amazed at how many people that you think are doing so well aren't. Because that's what we do, right? We compare ourselves. We think, oh, that person has it better, the grass is always greener, but it's really not. And you find that quickly. I also meditate a lot. I really believe in meditation. Boy, it's helped me with auditions. It's helped me with bigger things in my life, with relationships. I'm lucky enough to have a sister who's a therapist, so unfortunately she can't be my therapist. That's not really how it works, but she's definitely recommended a good therapist to me. I know not everybody has insurance or the best insurance, so again, those things, you have to lean on a friend. You have to ask for help. You just have to have a supportive group, and that's why you're here. That's why I'm speaking to you. That's why you're involved with We Are the Majority. I know this hasn't been the most fun or funny, and that's usually my game, but if you can make people laugh, that's a good one too. That's what I've been doing my whole life, and it makes me feel so good. And help each other, love each other. That's all you can do. Tell everybody you love them, love them, love them, and that love will come back. Smile. Smile at people. That smile will come back. Smile though your heart is breaking. Smile even though it's aching. Anyway, just know I relate. I understand. I swear to you, I've been fired from so many things. I've done some really bad things. I've made so many mistakes. But you know, it's okay to make mistakes. You know, that's what life is for, to fix them, to make anew. How will you know what's good until you've seen what's bad? I love you all so much, and I'm kissing you.
Thank you for that really important message, Annalise, and what a lovely voice. Now, I don't think our next guest will be singing for you, but we're very honored to have him. We're pleased that Ohio Governor Mike DeWine has made prevention and investing in strategies that support resiliency in young people in every community across our state a priority in his administration. Here's Governor DeWine with a special message and answers to a few questions from our OYLPN Youth Council members.
Hello, I'm Ohio Governor Mike DeWine. I'm so glad you're here today for Ohio's 10th annual We Are the Majority Rally. Congratulations on being part of such an important gathering of teens from around our great state who don't use drugs or alcohol and instead are participating in healthy activities such as this rally. While research shows that the majority of teens don't engage in unhealthy behaviors, you know those pressures still exist. And I know that the COVID-19 pandemic has intensified these pressures and made it difficult for many of you to rely on your friends for communication and for emotional support. During these challenging times, it's important for all of us to recognize the importance of taking care of our mental health. We need to learn ways to help lower stress and manage anxiety. That often begins with choosing how we respond to adversity. Today's rally theme, Mindset Matters, helps us understand that while we may not be able to control a difficult situation, such as a pandemic, or a friend pressuring us to use, we can own how we respond. Just like the purposeful and brave choice you made today to be a part of this year's rally. I'm proud of you for making it a priority to learn how to take care of your mental health and reduce the risk of drug and alcohol misuse. I appreciate you sending me a few of your questions. I'm happy to answer those questions now. The pandemic has been stressful for many of us, if not all of us. What are some healthy coping mechanisms you have used during this time? Well, one thing I do is try to get outside and take a walk, and try to do that even during the winter. It's just good to get out, good to be able to walk. Fran and I live on a farm, and we would take our dog out and have the opportunity just to walk. Dolly would come with me, and sometimes Fran would be along, and we would just go out and, relax a little bit and get some exercise at the same time. Something else that I like to do is to escape in a book. A book about history is always a good place for me to escape to. It may be a novel for you, it may be a science fiction book, but whatever it is, find a book or type book that really is good for you to be able to escape and kind of go to a different world. Fran and I have also watched shows on TV, sometimes streaming a show, and what we're looking for again is to get out of the pandemic, go to a different time, different place, and escape for an hour or an hour and a half. These are some things that I think you can do. At least these are things that have worked very well for us. What is a type of mindset or way of thinking you would encourage young people to practice as they move through life? Most importantly, know that you're loved and you're important to those around you. There'll be difficult times in your life, as there are in everyone's life. But remember that you have the freedom to choose how you respond. You can do hard things, and everyone with you today is here to help you. You are loved. There are people who care very much about you. What message would you like to give to the youth participating in the rally? If you're struggling today with your mental health or feeling pressured to use drugs or alcohol, I want you to know that you're not alone. Help is available to you. Reach out to your trusted adults, close friends, or caring family members to let them know if you or if someone else is struggling or having suicidal thoughts. You can reach Ohio's Care Line at 1-800-720-9616 any time of day or night. We set this line up last year so that any Ohioan, teens included, can confidentially talk to someone who can help you cope during a difficult time and connect you to additional resources in your community. You can also text for HOPE to 741-741 to be connected to someone, or call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-TALK. Thank you very much for the questions. And again, thanks for being here today. You're standing up for what you believe in. You're learning and growing. You're honing your skills and keeping a laser focus on your commitment to stay drug and alcohol free. I'm very proud of you. We are stronger together, stronger when we all help each other. I know that Ohio's future is bright because we have leaders like you who are bravely stepping up, owning your mindset, and making healthy, safe choices, especially during challenging times. We are a stronger, a better, safer Ohio because of you.
Thank you, Governor Wine. It's so wonderful that he took time out of his very busy schedule to share with us today.
It really is. Let's shake things up a bit. Are you ready for a game?
Yes, I am.
Alrighty. We are going to play Kahoot, a trivia game where you will see the questions and answers on my screen and the corresponding answer boxes on yours. Make sure to pull up the website on your phone and enter the code so you can play. The code is 577-9304. The quicker you select an answer, the more points you get for each question. On my screen, you'll see the questions and all of the potential answers. On your screen, there will be colored boxes that correspond to those answers. Click on the color that matches the answer you think is correct. You're going to want to play because there will be prizes for the winners. The top 3 players will be determined by the top 3 places. So make sure to take a picture or screenshot of your screen to prove you won so we can send you your prize. This Kahoot will be about growth and fixed mindset. Let's begin. Question number 1. How do drugs impact your mindset? Drugs can make a certain part of your brain more sensitive to stress or frustration. When a person is feeling overwhelmed in these ways, they are often not ready to take control of their situation by choosing healthy behaviors, because it's easy for the brain to think choosing drugs again is the easiest way to feel better. People who use drugs or alcohol as an unhealthy coping mechanism get stuck in a loop of an unchanging mindset, and it becomes one more thing they don't have control of. As we can see, the correct answer is blue. They negatively impact the way your brain interprets situations and makes it hard to deal with tough situations. Question number 2. What is not a characteristic of a growth mindset? Those with a growth mindset often believe in the power of hard work. They learn from their mistakes and accept constructive criticism. On the other hand, someone with a fixed mindset would believe that a successful person is born that way or is just smarter. They would tend to think there is no point putting forth effort. We know that the correct answer is yellow, believing the effort is fruitless. Question number 3. What might a person with a fixed mindset do? The person with a fixed mindset may incorrectly assume that their ability to fulfill an objective or meet a goal is proof of their intellect. The truth is, your capabilities are not determined by your smartness or worth. They are determined by the amount of work you are willing to put in. There isn't a person who isn't smart enough to do something, and people who don't believe that are more likely to have a fixed mindset. Obviously, the correct answer is green. Recognize that they're not smart enough to do something. Question number 4. Why does your mindset matter? Your mindset is a tool. By learning not only what a mindset is, but how to take control of your own personal mindset, you are gaining a valuable skill that can help you in every aspect of your life. Your actions and reactions and responses to anxiety and other stressful situations. You'll be able to think calmer and clearer, and that will allow you to improve whatever situation you're in. So, the answer is green, all of the above. Question number 5, last question. Can you control your mindset? This is kind of a silly question, just to make sure you all truly get the idea. Obviously, no one can control your mindset except for you. While others may say or do things that have the potential to impact how you feel, ultimately you can choose how to react and maintain a positive mindset. We know that it's not always easy to control your mindset, but if you make the effort and try, coping with everyday issues will become easier. So, the answer is true. Great job, everyone! To those who came in the top 3, please take a picture or screenshot of your screen and go to preventionactionalliance.org/WATM for instructions on how to send it to us. We all learn so much about mindsets and how they affect us every day. So thanks so much for playing along. I hope you all had as much fun playing as I did. If things like this game and tonight's event seem like something you want to be a part of, you can join us. Go to preventionactionalliance.org/WATM to apply to be a member of the Ohio Youth-Led Prevention Network Youth Council. I can speak from experience and say that it's been some of the most rewarding and fun work I've done, and I've certainly made a lot of fantastic friends along the way. Before we end tonight's rally, we have one more gold-winning message from an Olympic-level guest.
Hi guys, what's up? It's Gabby Douglas here, and first of all, I hope everyone is staying healthy, safe, and strong during this time. And I want to say that this is one of my favorite Cameo opportunities because mental health is so important to functioning in life, and I love this mindset. I love this theme, mindset matters, because it does. And without a healthy mind, I believe you can't achieve your maximum. You're 100%. And I want to start by saying you matter. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you don't matter, not even yourself, because you were put on this planet to succeed and thrive and do it beautifully, to add your own uniqueness to the world. And also too, sometimes it is okay not to be okay. Because you're being face to face and you're not lying. You're not saying, oh, it's okay when you have all these demons in your closet. This right here is face to face and honestly is the best policy. And I want to say, even with my own life, I had to find so many healthy coping mechanisms because I had so much anger in me as a child throughout my whole entire life. And I had to sit down with myself and really find this avenue of peace. I do a lot of journaling and teas and stretching, and it really helps me just with my mental state of mind. So I just really recommend just to find your passion, find your niche, and find what makes you tick and what makes you don't. And really sit down and just have that time to yourself to really just figure out all these details. And that's what I did. Healthy coping mechanisms are so important because they're going to help you cope and deal with so many tough situations. I hope this helps. I love everyone so much. Please take care of yourself. Mwah.
Thank you, Gabby, and thank you to Fran Gerbig for joining me to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the We Are the Majority Rally. Remember that your mindset matters, and using healthy and positive coping mechanisms are the best way to maintain your positive and healthy growth mindset. So many people helped to make tonight's event a success, and here's Luke to say a final thank you to them.
Thank you, Governor DeWine. Thank you, Director Chris, the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, Prevention Action Alliance, and my fellow Ohio Youth-led Prevention Youth Council members. Make sure everyone around you knows that you're being part of the majority of young people choosing to live lives free from drugs and alcohol. Thank you for watching and good night.